A lot of us often think that Donald Trump, when he speaks, is not necessarily speaking badly about other people or criticizing other people, but he is simply projecting. It's a psychological state where you subconsciously project certain things into other people that you're really concerned about with yourself. And so when Donald Trump says that people are sleazy or dirty or losers, that he is projecting, that subconsciously he is talking about himself and his own anxieties. Well, listen to the projection that Donald Trump engaged in on Sean Hannity's show the other night. Watch.
Let me tell you, there's something weird with that guy. He's a weird guy. JD is not weird. He's a solid rock. I happen to be a very solid rock. We're not weird. We're other things perhaps, but we're not weird. But he is a weird guy. He walks on the stage. There's something wrong with that guy. And he called me weird. And then the fake news media picks it up. That was the word of the day. Weird, weird, weird. They're all going, but we're not weird guys. We're very solid people that want our country to be great again. I mean, it's very simple.
Let's play.
So for those of you who are keeping track at home, in 36 seconds, Donald Trump said the word weird 22 times. Also, during his constantly going off about weird and claiming that Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, Vice President Harris's running mate, is weird, not Donald Trump, not J.D. Vance. And by the way, it's Tim Walz that came up with this weird. Donald Trump kept going, weird, I'm not weird, he's not weird, we're not weird. As if Donald Trump is projecting and maybe he has some anxieties about his own sort of weirdness or how unusual he is or how he's not normal. And during this town hall, in addition to obsessing over the word weird, and in my view, projecting, Donald Trump also swatted away some insects. At one point, he said, I hate mosquitoes. I don't think we had them. We don't like those mosquitoes running around. It's actually flying. Mosquitoes fly. They don't run around. We want nothing to do with them. Now, you could argue that Donald Trump's disdain for bugs and mosquitoes, that's pretty normal. And it's not normal that a Fox News town hall would be filled with bugs and mosquitoes, but maybe the insect population is also against Republicans, or maybe it's a sign from the Almighty that I'm going to send some plagues to the Republicans. But in any case, it was kind of, it's a little strange for Donald Trump to sort of obsess over one word as much as he did. And the guy who originally came up with the tagline, Donald Trump is weird, and then he and J.D. Vance are weirdos, Tim Walz also spoke in Pennsylvania. And here's how the governor of Minnesota, the vice presidential running mate, spoke about Donald Trump. Watch.
I did see this, that Donald Trump was in Pennsylvania, was he not, last night? Harrisburg. There's a saying in politics, if you're explaining, you're losing, but I want to say this. I did watch part of it last night. 11 times, Donald Trump explained to us that he wasn't weird. Okay. I didn't say it. I think we might be getting under the skin there a little bit. But look, when I said that, this isn't about name calling or anything. I was pointing out it's weird to be obsessed with people's personal lives. It's weird to be obsessed with people's healthcare choices. It's weird to continue to talk about sharks and batteries and boats and things like that.
And Hannibal Lecter. And with sharks and boats, that goes back to Donald Trump often in his speeches has talked about, has wondered, is it better to die through electrocution because your boat sinks and all the electricity causes you to get electrocuted? Or if there's a shark swimming nearby, would it be better to be eaten by a shark? And Trump says, I'm not going with the shark, I'm going with electrocution. Well, the idea that Donald Trump would just sort of ramble off in that direction, that's weird. The Hannibal Lecter reference that Donald Trump makes all the time comes after Donald Trump makes references to insane asylums and his claims that illegal migrants are coming from insane asylums that are being emptied all over the world. And that has Donald Trump thinking about the most famous, I guess, crazy person that he's ever heard of, Hannibal Lecter, a fictional movie character, and he tries to educate his audience about Hannibal Lecter eats people. To go off on that tangent is kind of weird. And to not be able to keep a solitary, focused train of thought is a sign of dementia. So sometimes people with dementia have and exhibit weird behavior. And now that Donald Trump is obsessing over the word weird, one could argue that Donald Trump subconsciously understands that he perhaps has dementia or mental decline, and he's making up for it. He's projecting by projecting the weirdness, the sickness on other people. It's, Donald Trump is a case study for psychiatrists that could go on for decades, and I have a feeling it will.
I wish covered the oranges, how it started.
In the failing New York Times by an anonymous, really an anonymous, gutless coward.
They sacrifice every day for the furniture and future of their children.
Tim Apple.
Mike Pounds.
I know words. I have the best words.
Yosemites, Nambia.
Thailand. I need to buy a loaf of bread.
The Democrats.
Ooh, there was a mosquito. I don't want mosquitoes around me.
I'm a very stable genius.
The disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection?
I tested positively toward negative, right? Thank you, everybody.
Yes, I am.
People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times, as opposed to once.
Sinks, right? Showers. And what goes with a sink and a shower? 10 times, right? 10 times. Wow, Bob, not me, of course, not me. You want to wash your hands, you turn on the sink, the water comes up.
No, get those lights off! Off!
You have a shower. It's no good for me. Remember the dishwasher, you'd press it, boom, there'd be like an explosion.
One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
And none of Donald Trump's rambling, cognitive decline, whatever you want to call it, helps him politically, because it shows to a lot of people that Donald Trump is unstable, that he's not providing the sort of stable, focused approach that a lot of people want to see in their president of the United States and want to see in somebody who is the commander in chief.